everybody. I know you probably did not expect to hear my voice in this, but I decided to try my hand in a little bit of narration for one of my speed paints, and I figured this was probably a good place to start, so here we are. So recently I came across a challenge, I guess, or just like a art, I don't know, exercise if you will, that some fellow artists are doing here on YouTube, where you create some characters based on mood boards. I think the trend might have originated with Olive Cow as their username, but I first was recommended it through a video by Honeybeast. Both of them made really cute designs, so I totally recommend their videos. I'll make sure to link those in the description below. Let me get into this first design now, and then I'll leave you alone for a bit. I knew I wanted to do at least one set of characters, so I designed these first two together. This is Cynefrith. He's a Periton, and I guess the squire, or maybe the sword bearer to the king, who you will see next. Picking out his outfit was probably my favorite part, even though I really struggled with his color scheme. The cowl, I guess you might call it, or the hood that he kind of wears over the back of his head, which a lot of medieval clothing that I saw has. It looks really cute. Not really sure how he'd wear it, with his antlers and the big ears, but shh, that's not for me to worry about. Looking at the mood board I made before working on him, you can see that one square with a sort of geode crystal pattern on it. So I wanted Cinefrith to have some kind of curse or magical disease that causes parts of him to turn to stone, almost like he's being petrified. It feels very King Arthur medieval tragedy-esque. I don't know, I wasn't really able to reflect it in the design, but it's something that I definitely want to consider if I do any more with these characters, because I think it's a really neat idea. Next up is the second part of this pair. Gillian? See, this is what happens when I pick names based solely on sight. I have no idea how they're supposed to be pronounced. Anyway, Gillian is a chimera, and the king of whatever fantasy country Cinefrith is also a part of. I knew right away that I wanted to draw him in armor, and I also knew right away that that was going to be a pain. Thankfully, it was a little bit less work because he's not human, so I didn't want to and didn't have to cover up his paws or anything, or his head. In the end, I think I might have bullshitted things a little bit, but hey, don't we all? Giving him an iridescent tail was both my best and worst idea. I don't know why I decided to torture myself this way. I ended up making the inside of his coat the same, sort of as a camouflage, like it could hide the snake tail from his enemies in battle until it was too late. Saying that makes me want to draw all sorts of action shots of him, even though it'd be loads of work, and I tragically do not have the time for that right now. The last character we've got for this video is Forsythe. I knew right off the bat that I was going to end up doing something ocean themed, just because I love the colors and the shapes and I guess the overall mythology associated with the sea. I didn't have any specific creature in mind for this one, but I was going for a general mer-person concept. Along the way, I discovered a myth about the blue men of the Minch, also known as storm kelpies, which sounds real rad right from the start. As it turns out, storm kelpies are essentially mermen or male sirens localized to the Minch, which is a strait just to the north of Scotland. And, as a lovely little coincidence, the name Forsythe is of Northern Irish or Scottish descent. So I guess the fates really align for this guy. looking at a lot of old nautical uniforms, so I decided along the way to make Forsythe a diplomat or a dignitary of some kind. Maybe a Kelpie that comes ashore to talk politics with a nearby human population. I so badly wanted to draw him in alternate form where he has a fishtail, but for this I thought I should focus on his bipedal design. Rest assured I will give him a fun monstery merperson form at some point, but for now, this is the focus. Also, as a side note, I just want to say that I am in love with how I designed his hair. That one earns me a pat on the back. Alright, well, that's all for now, guys. I have 3 more characters planned for next time, and then we will call this experiment finished. Chances are I will at some point do this again in the future because I really enjoyed it, and I already have some mood boards that I've planned out for another round. But for now, this is it. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys soon. I'm not gonna say all the YouTuber stuff. You already know. Bye!